Hello and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic hump day. Please celebrate however is safe and necessary for you. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy this content. If you want to support us a little further, consider joining us and becoming a member here on our YouTube channel. Memberships are super cheap, way cheaper than Twitch, and I get a larger cut out of it. And you'll gain access to a weekly post of a fun little encounter that I am developing every single week for different various levels that you can take and bring into your own games. Each of the encounters will, more than likely, have ties between what could possibly become an entire campaign or just a general, easy little thing to integrate into what you are doing. Aside from that, if you want to join our community, go ahead and click down in the description below our link to Patreon. That'll get you set up inside of our Discord server, and if you're interested in joining any of our games that we have open slots in, including this one, be sure to reach out to me and let me know. Alrighty, players. So, Forrest, welcome back, man. You're gonna have to tell everybody what happened last time.
I'm just going to do a roll-up kind of general
Yeah.
thing. So the group, after settling all of their stuff in Valona, decide to go back with Corvi getting rewarded and wanting to go and do some more digging into helping out one of the members of their party. They decide to head back to their home, the Pyramid of Gray, and Forrest and Flea, and find out that they want to start heading towards Avaloa. I believe that they were trying to find out. I'm trying to find it. Sorry. The Spalding Mountains and the area of Spalding. Knowing that there was an actual person in this city, the head minister of Spalding, that kind of deals with the relations between the two, one that Flea and Forrest already had a bit of dealings with. They go and speak with him, where they find out he has a job for them that they could take, which is helping him take some of his carts to actual Spalding. The group set sail to Avaloa, which is across the water, and when they get there, they meet someone by the name of a Sir Ulrich Roadster. The man seemed to have some money. He takes them to his mansion, where when they have some downtime, Gray starts grilling into Dar and Ridge, trying to get some more information on these new party members that we have acquired in the past couple of days that are now going to be going with us. Not much is revealed. Dar has, we know he's with the temple, but that's about it. And Ridge has some darker secrets he's not willing to open up about yet. Will worried that he might hurt that person or people that he's protecting. Flea kind of sneaks away and hears that some of the workers, some of the staff working at Roadster's estate were talking about an execution of one of Roadster's employees. Flea lets Gray know, and they decide they want to kind of try and stop this and see what they can do to try and stay there longer, because they find out the execution is being delayed while they're there. Flea and Dar decide they're going to try and do something to kind of distract and give time to investigate throughout the estate more. So Flea convinces some of the farm animals of Roadster's estate to escape. And they all agree, yeah, we need to get out of here. So they start walking off or running away, and Roadster's like, I'm going to take care of this. And the group decides to go investigate a bit. When they go into the basement, they find out that there's something invisible downstairs that Roadster is watching, something that works for him, an imp, actually. And this being, this devil, seems to show that Roadster may have something more going on with himself than we just know. The group decides they needed to get out of there now, and starts running from the city. Now, Forrest left Valen on his own and wanted to meet with Isaiah, one of the vampire counts of the Crimson Court, to gather some information on his side. Isaiah offers the information that Forrest asks for only one thing, and that is when the time comes, he will sip of a vial of Isaiah's blood. And once he realizes the taste of what he could have, only then will Isaiah give him that information. Forrest, going all in, not really knowing what he's there for, and decides to drink of the blood right there. It is a lot for him, and his body definitely has some repercussions to it now. He passes out on a mountaintop and awakens in Alona, where he has been tended to by Longy. After figuring out what happened with the party, he decides to go to Corvi. Corvi pays him, and with a sending from a teleportation circle, teleports him straight in front of Gray and them, where the party then picks up Forrest and takes off running into the woods. And I believe we had bedded down, and I believe
that's everything.
Yeah, I believe that's everything.
Now, one other thing, Kadamus, as you all are running away, realizing that Forrest will not be capable of running quickly without being tended to, Kadamus offers to head back to Avaloa and see if he can speak with the halfling and at least pacify or remedy the situation before anything else happens. So, he goes back over there. Everyone else, you're lying inside of the tiny hut Forrest constructed. Flea, you wake up, crawling out as your little mouse self, and see your brother lying there. But he looks like shit. Forrest, wounds again. Can you remind us?
Broken arm. Most of his ribs are pretty much shattered. Leg destroyed. I believe I'm at like 3 levels of exhaustion.
Yeah.
Trying to find that exhaustion marker.
So half movement, half on attacks, and disadvantage on all ability checks.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just reading something real quick. Didn't mean to click it.
Yeah, no worries. Not that one.
Yeah. Dang it. I knew that. All right. I am going to run over to Forrest. He appears conscious or unconscious?
Sleeping, snoring. Very quietly, though, as his chest, it seems a little disproportionate to his body right now. Yeah, remember your chest is also cracked, so.
Yeah. Well, I thought with the ribs that,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's a hole in it.
I'm going to try to not disturb him, but I want to do a medicine check and see how bad he is.
All right, go ahead.
Bum, bum, bum. First roll in a long time.
22.
That was on
Good.
a 1, and then it rolled over to an 18.
Oh, it
Yeah,
teased
I was
us.
like,
It teased us. It knows what it was doing. Anyways, 22. The damage to the chest, because of the way it looks, it seems like it was pushed out, like it came from inside of him, which is such a weird thought. The ribs seem relative in that same expression, though it's harder to tell because how broken they are all across. And his leg, it looks almost like hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of pressure was put directly onto the leg at once. and it just shattered the what's that bone? The lower one, below the knee, the big one.
Shin?
The bone
No, he's
below
talking
the
about-
knee, but the big one. That bone.
Femurs above.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Biscuit. But yeah, by your estimate,
Your tibia, your tibia, and your fibula.
Fibula,
thank
yeah.
you, thank you. By your estimate, Flea, this is something that magical healing probably does not fix at a lower level. This is something that consistent treatment, healing, and all of that is needed. Like multiple days of him being tended to in order to be fixed.
I'm going to try to grab some cloth and see if I can bind him up a little bit, tend to him.
It does look like Gray did a lot of that already, and Gray is the best healer you know, actually. So
okay, good. Yeah, I wasn't sure. Okay, great. I'm just gonna stay on my brother's side. It's gonna be, and I'm just whispering. I'm not waking him up. It's gonna be okay, Forrest. We can get through this. We've gotten through worse. And for the halibut or the bottom feeding flatfish, I will do healing word at 3rd level, just to throw one on top.
all right.
With what he says when he says, and I know that's probably not going to do, but he's just going to
Yeah.
pouring out with love for his brother.
Gotcha. Well, that is the evening. Morning rolls around, and everyone else wakes up before Forrest. Sleep just feels so much better than being conscious right now.
Doesn't it always?
God, mood.
I'm sure his dreams are a bit weird. Right? I'm sure his dreams are a bit weird though right now.
Oh yeah, probably.
After
Really odd
drinking
thing.
it.
What happened to
chick.
him?
Who knows?
By the way, Dar, I don't know if you know this or not, but your token is still set to Galen. No, Kai. Yeah. I don't know if you can switch it or if that was fixed yet or not. I have no idea.
Oh yeah, I changed it, but I'll change it again.
All right, cool. So yeah.
The cum gutters on Kai, Jesus.
The what?
The what?
I guess people don't watch Rick and Morty.
I have not seen any of the new season. Thank you.
No, it's not the new season. This is from the old season. This is from last season.
I am not that much of a cultist, thank you.
It seems to be stuck again.
The abs on Kai.
Yeah.
Oh, washboards,
Yeah,
man. It's washboards.
Yeah, they call them cum gutters in an episode.
Oh, no.
What episode what are you referring to?
It's when it's the story train one.
I know what you're talking about.
What
Makes
series
so
are you
much sense
talking
now.
about?
I don't know.
Rick and Morty. Rick and
Oh,
Morty.
okay.
Sorry. Sorry.
Okay.
Continue on.
Right. I
20
guess
minutes and a digress later.
you're stuck with the Zabs for now, I guess. Sorry.
All right. I'm going to take a good berry and try to. Is Forrest awake yet? Are you
I'm giving the four of you an opportunity to be awake before he wakes up, in case there is anything you wish to go over, since the four of you did interact with the whole situation in Avaloa.
I just have my
Otherwise, wanna
good
just
berries
wait.
ready to feed him
Okay.
when he wakes up.
Well, do we want to try and hide out for a bit until he can move?
That'd
I
be a
can't-
good idea.
I cast a cure wounds on them.
It's gonna take much more than that.
All right.
It's gonna take several days. Not even I can fix what's going on in a hurry.
I think we should get to hide a little bit. Maybe make things a little safer. I can do like we did back in the town where the woman caught the crossbow bolt. And if you want me to make us a little place to
That would be perfect.
to lay low. And so Flea backs up a little bit, kind of bends his head and goes over to a tree and summons two giant, what the hell are they called?
Mole.
Um,
Giant naked mole. Right?
Badger. The badger, giant badger.
Badger.
Gerbil was coming into my mind, but I was not saying that.
I summoned 2 dire gerbils.
So just like, and then I'm going to go ahead and shapeshift. So just like back when we were digging those tunnels, but instead of a big tunnel system, we're going to go down deep but slanted, so it doesn't cave in, and then build like a hideaway with a couple rooms that we can hang out in, and then that's the goal.
All right. Go ahead and give me a survival check.
Yep.
Dire gerbil is not a thing, and I'm sad.
And I will, what the heck, I will use my inspiration. Why not?
Alrighty.
That's good.
And oops, I didn't. I'll do it one more time because I forgot to change that. Okay, that's all right.
21. You go into the woods a little bit further, find a nice solid tree that's roots seem to grow fairly well. You kind of dig the tunnel at an angle so that you could pull grass over top of the entrance to kind of hide it if need be, and you go down about 15 feet or so. As you are down there and tunneling through, you come across a lot of bones. Lots of bones. And you just keep digging, carving out more area, and a lot more bones down here. Nothing else, just bones. And dirt, of course. And once you create a large enough area with a couple of pillars to hold it up, you feel pretty comfortable, but everybody else outside of the hole, since badgers can like dig through a tunnel, all of the bones are now sitting outside of the hole. Gray, you look over and roll me a medicine check, Gray.
$11.
That's a lot of bones. You don't know what they belong to. They look kind of humanoid, but that doesn't always mean that it's only humanoid. That's a lot of bones. A lot of creatures.
Actually, is there one about the size of forest bone that needs setting?
We're going to do our first fantasy transplant, everybody. Are we excited? You'll have to roll me an investigation.
I was thinking splint, but
yeah,
that works too. 19.
Hey! After about 30 or so minutes of looking, yeah, you find one that looks damn near perfect size. Forrest,
That's getting grabbed.
you want it to be a lich, start with bones.
What's the ship of Theseus?
But anyways, around this time, Forrest, your throat is super fucking dry and you kind of cough yourself awake. And the dome's been gone for a while now. You slept more than 8 hours.
Why am I covered in fucking dirt? just sees a pile of bones around him. Oh God.
Dar and Ridge are also there.
You're gonna love this. You'll find it humorous.
Cute.
I've been holding on to that for the past 3 minutes.
Cute.
Gray comes back holding one of the bones. It's perfect.
For what? It was water.
Other hand, and we cast Create Food and Water.
Do. Hey, look,
Bon
there's
appetit.
food and water there.
Starts downing water.
Oh, as painful as it is, it feels so good.
Oh my God.
So what happened to you?
Would you believe me if I said I ran so fast that my heart almost exploded?
I don't know how fast you can run, so
No, this was pretty fast. This was like... I felt like I was the wind for a little bit.
I look up, force up and down. I don't see you moving that quickly.
I mean, depending on how high I fell, it's a good generating of speed. I was
didn't
talking
really,
before.
Didn't really fall. That just kind of was the end point of running really fast.
There are artificial means to make a body outperform its limitations.
Doping, yeah. No, like it's like it was on. I don't know. Just made everything look really cool, like amazing. I could hear everything. It's pretty wild. It was a pretty wild trip. I'm not gonna lie. And I've been on some pretty wild shit before.
Get it? A trip.
You've stolen some of my stuff to go on those trips.
Look, it's testing. It's all procedural. This one was similar.
I don't know whether or not to say don't do drugs, kids, or don't drink other people's blood, kids.
Both apply. Don't do blood,
Well,
kids.
the apparently your message worked, and Isaiah and I met for a little bit, like 30 minutes.
And that's all it took.
I haven't gotten the information yet, but hopefully it will arrive.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I have a question for you. Do you want to wait until it heals, or
What are you trying to say?
because either I can splint it with this,
It's already splint.
that's not going to do as well.
Yeah, you can change a splint out. It's pretty easy. You can change a splint with that, sure. I thought you were gonna like put that bone in me or something. No, thank you.
That's the option, but
No, that would do more harm.
fine. All right, well, looks like Flea's almost done digging the hole, so let's get you inside. And we'll scoop him up.
Why are we digging a hole? Are we burying him?
No, we can't move with him in this current state, and
I mean, we can move. I just, it'd have to be carried.
we can't move while he's in his current state. So we're going to find a place to stay that is secure until he's well enough to go. And that is underground.
Ray's about to TPK all of y'all by burying you.
So you're saying he had the need for speed, and now we're going underground. I don't know why. I'm so punny tonight. I don't know why.
It's only because Ace is jet lagged right now that you're not being kept up.
Yep.
It's like, nice. Anyways, so between Gray and anybody else, carrying Forrest down here is not that big of an issue. Getting down, it looks to be a about 5 foot tall, 30 foot wide area with a few open pillars tunneled out down here. Flea, can you roll me a percentile die?
Sure.
Yeah.
Fear. Much fear.
Oh, it should be. We'll find out.
All right, here we go.
Oh, yeah, cool. You didn't find anything other than bones. So,
Cool. Not yet.
you all carry
That's for
Forrest down in here, and it's dark down here. It is like pitch black. Those of you with dark vision, keep in mind you only see in shades of black, white, and gray.
Everything looks like Miss Gray down here.
I'm gonna cast light on like something.
You touch a small mound of dirt, and it glows. So, now you're all down here.
So what did you all do that we were running away? Or you were running away?
I was just following Miss Gray and thank you, brother, for coming down here to rest. I think, sometimes it takes time.
Yeah.
But we've seen worse.
It's true. It's true. He's like trying not to like. He feels bad about what he did and not considering Flea. He feels kind of bad for the choices he made not a couple of days ago.
Well, we met an interesting fat gentleman, and we met another gentleman at his estate, and met some lovely animals that have now revolted.
I saw a bunch running. Did you
Yeah.
do that?
Well, they weren't happy with where they were at, so and I might have suggested that they flee. Ah,
You read Animal Farm.
All right, so you're at 2, and how many am I at right now?
I'm waking up, so it's okay.
We found ourselves locked in a room we weren't even supposed to be in.
Mm-hmm.
And there was an imp in there who said that he had alerted his employer to our presence there. And this guy was into some shady stuff, and up to and including executing his own servants. So I did some quick maths, and what the solution I came up with was that I am much more interested in Arul's health than I am getting bogged down in that estate.
We're going to the Spalding area.
The netted formations, yes.
Oh. I mean, I definitely think that dealing with someone who works with devils is probably a good option to watch yourself. Because if you called him as employer, that means he's definitely more closely associated with them than what we realize.
Good point, brother.
And he said he was going to execute his employees?
Well, I overheard some people working there, and they were talking about one of the other people that worked there was going to be executed, but they were waiting for us to leave so that they could, I don't think they wanted to make it public.
Did you bring it up to him?
We decided that we were going to try and find the guy, and that's how we got locked into the room.
Huh. Did it seem like we really needed, not the guy being executed, which sounds like it's probably still going to happen, but does it seem like we didn't really need to deal with that Ulrich guy anymore?
We got what we needed out of Spaulding, which was a trip here, and for Roadster, who was a person whose estate we were in, I had nothing else to get from him. So I do feel bad for leaving while the other person's execution is hanging in the balance, but my priorities are elsewhere.
And I followed Miss Gray, and fortunately or unfortunately, or I think Rafi has ended up with the same fate as all these bones down here.
Yeah, well,
I mean, we aren't far from his estate, and these are humanoid.
Which does bring up a point. Hiding might be all well and good, but we should eventually, get on the move a little bit more.
I agree.
Yeah. As soon as Forrest is able to walk on his own, we should get going.
Yeah.
We can
I
maybe go ahead, Dar.
I have Talon keeping a watch up above.
Okay.
I think maybe in a day or two we can move on. I think I have an idea. We may not be able to travel far at a time, but I have an idea.
Alrighty. So, you guys are going to perform X number of days of downtime, correct?
Yeah, I think we can. I'm sure this has been talked about, or we're gonna, but if we decide to leave early, then I can transport Forrest for several hours a day.
True, you
if
can.
needed.
Alrighty. So, how are we going to go about this, everybody? Gray, since you are the actual physician here, compared to everybody else, though the people you work with are usually less breathing,
Right.
you're still knowledgeable about this?
Can I think of any sort of medicinal stuff that might be out in these woods that might help?
Roll me a survival check.
I didn't know if nature would
I'll
help.
Survival would be knowing what would be in this area. Nature is knowing of things.
Okay.
I'll assist. We'll brainstorm together.
Flat roll.
17. Depends on how you go about this. There could be a couple of things. The fact that you are so close to Brockwater means that there could be algae that grows out here, and moss, that if mixed together properly and dried, placing it over a wound would actually assist the wound in healing itself. But that would only be really useful if Gray deems it necessary to open up your leg, rip out all the shards of bones, and then place it back together properly. Now, outside of that, if you can find a specific type of bee that usually lingers near Brockwater specifically, since it actually drinks salt water in its matured age, the honey of its hive, when breathed in and evaporated, actually loosens the muscles in somebody's body, specifically around their lungs, which could help your healing process, almost like a vapor-like thing that would help your chest compress back inwards while you are breathing. But Forrest, those are the only things you could think of, with Gray assisting.
Okay. If we're doing this over, like, at least 2 days, I can prepare locate creature and cast it to find such a bee.
Yeah.
And Dar is playing stealthy.
True.
I can stay here and at least deter anything from coming close.
Yes. As all of you are
Fireball,
well
keep stuff
aware.
away.
As all of you are very aware, harmed animals really deter predators. In the wild.
A good fireball does.
True. So yeah, if you would like to go out and look for anything.
Yeah.
All right.
I will do the bee, and I will also look for the algae and moss, because if that bone isn't lining up, then it's not going to heal properly, no matter what I do to it.
So
If she-
Flea, you have that prepared already, right?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I can. If that's what they talked about, then the next morning I can do that.
Okay, go ahead, Dar.
If she's going out to explore, I'll go with her cast Pass Without Trace and keep her safe.
Alrighty. So I would like the two of you to roll me a stealth check.
Stealth check.
You got a +10, and it's your choice to wear your
Disadvantage.
armor or not.
You know what? We're looking for bees. We're not going to wear it.
Stealth.
14. 39.
Jesus.
Average out to 21, 22, 24. Okay, 24 stealth.
You bump into each other because you're doing so good.
I
Oh, sorry.
occasionally,
Like, oh, fuck.
I'll occasionally gently stop Gray and put my finger up to my lips to keep her quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, he is insanely good at this quiet, creepy stuff. Like, he might be up there with Flea. But anyways. I now would like you to roll, both of you, or one helping the other, a survival check to find it.
Let's see.
Don't tell each other your stats. Just decide what you want to do based off of what you know about each other.
Do you want to roll each of us roll, or you roll, or me roll? Or...
Let's each.
Okay, let's each roll.
All right. Flea, Ridge. The two of them have been gone for about 4 hours now looking for that moss.
And a bee.
Well, let's start you off with one first. You guys didn't do
Okay.
very hot.
Can Talon help?
No, only 2 people can interact with a check at a time.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, both of you, they've been gone for a while. Are the 2 of you doing anything while sitting here?
I don't think it should have. Feels like they've been gone for a while. What do you think, Forrest?
It does seem like a long time. I don't think. I mean, I'm not going to be able to go much. And us moving all around is just going to get more people lost trying to search for them. If they're in trouble, Gray can always communicate to us with sending. She should have that. She has that spell where she can talk to people quite a distance away. So if she has an issue, she would probably try and reach us.
I probably should have connected us before you left.
Yeah.
I guess we'll give them 2 more hours, and then if they're not back, I'll go look for the. Is this like the next day after they?
Yeah.
Another. Okay.
The first day was brainstorming. Second day, you guys have your spells.
All right, I'll give it 2 more hours, and if they're not back, then I'm gonna go use my locate.
Okay.
Well, if it's the next day, then I would be able to prepare a locate object.
Okay. Can you roll that in chat for me?
Yeah.
Dara is constantly making sure Gray doesn't step on twigs to break them.
Yes. Unfortunately, plants are not considered objects. There's a specific spell to find plants or animals. Yeah. But it's
Okay.
fine. I need both of you to roll me another survival check. You've been out here for a while now, and you haven't had any luck finding where it would be. All right. There we go. There we go. Dar, you're so focused in moving all of the brush, but then moving it back to make sure it looks like nobody moved through here.
I'm making sure Gray is quiet.
Exactly, yeah. That you kind of just stopped paying attention for what you're looking for. Gray, you find a small stream directly north of Avaloa. You get over there, and you look inside of the stream, which seems to have a large flood, a soft flood, and then a large flood. And when you go over to the soft flood, or stream, yeah, it's a stream, like a strong stream, medium, yeah, large. Okay. When you get over to the small one, you see on the underside of one of the rocks is what looks like the algae that you guys were talking about. And you kind of like lift the rock up, and there seems to be a good amount of it out here. And now I need... Are either of you proficient in herbalism or any other tool that might be useful here?
Herbalism.
All right. Roll me a herbalism check utilizing dexterity.
Dexterity. 20.
Okay. You pull out a sizable bucket, hand it to Dar, and then you take out a little, almost sandpapery like cloth that's very, very fine, not very tough at all. And when you place it on the edge and start rolling against it, you actually start peeling and rolling the moss itself up without disturbing or breaking off any of the threads, so that it stays alive during the transport. You end up filling about half a bucket with it. And around that 2-hour mark, Flea, where you're getting really antsy, is when Gray and Dar come back with a half bucket full of this moss.
Oh, good. I was worried. I'm glad you brought back the moss and the honey.
we weren't able to find the honey. We did find a lot of moss, though.
Oh, bother.
Every stick in the forest, apparently.
Thanks for finding it. I appreciate it.
Well, we can at least take care of your leg now, and maybe tomorrow find the honey, or...
The honey, before we do this, because I'm going to be out of commission if you start digging through my leg. I'm going to tell you that now.
Lee starts casting.
If you are going to be doing anything with the bees, if you can, I don't know, Flea should probably go, since she'll be dealing with animals tomorrow. But also you can, I don't want to kill any of the bees. Those things are kind of important. So,
we don't kill bees here, guys.
Smoke will help kind of just make them a little sleepy, and you probably won't get assaulted by like thousands of them.
Yeah, smoke also does draw attention.
Well,
Might
Kind of
take a lot.
but
Rises. Depends on how much you use, of course.
I can put spirit guardians around me so that they won't get near me.
Oh, that'll kill every single one.
Let's just, maybe.
Dard, would you like to join me in working with the birds and the bees?
I might actually have something that could work here. Ridge will kind of maneuver his hand a little bit, and sort of a spectral hand will kind of form around it, and he can actually start moving around and picks up a couple bones. It's mage hand.
Them bones.
You could just use this from a distance.
All right, yeah. Ridge, why don't you and I go, and Ms. Gray, please take care of Forrest. It's important.
I will.
I have a mage hand, and I'm also good at stealth.
Yeah, but I'll go up to Dar and whisper in his ears. It's really important that Forrest be okay. I need someone to protect him.
Oh.
No.
He doesn't trust Ridge.
What have I done to be untrustworthy? I just haven't given any information about myself. Oh.
Yeah.
Dar nods and gives Ridge a look.
All right, Ridge.
They trust me.
So Ridge and I'll see if I can zone in on the where it's at using the spell, and
All right. So
we'll beeline it.
I need the two of you to roll me a stealth
About to
check.
make that pun. I was like literally half a second away.
Jesus Christ, I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate it. I would like a stealth
stealth, you
check
said?
from both of you. Yes.
Okay, we will as we're going. Okay, wait. Let me double check here. Before you roll, that was my wait.
Crap. I'm sorry.
Nope, don't have it. Okay, so yeah, just roll.
All right, 24.
Come on, baby.
Oh, I can cast invisibility and want you to, if it would help.
It would give one person advantage. Yes.
Anyone wants to be invisible?
I have too much hindsight with my second roll.
Yeah, I do too. That's,
So yeah, it's fine. They left. You keep your invisibility. They're doing good. They averaged
Okay.
a 20. A 20 is good. And
we don't need a 29 Dar. No.
Yeah. You guys are level 7.
30.
I'm not that much of a dick.
39. Thank you, Philippe.
Oh, 39, sorry.
Yes, I was going to
39.
say 39.
Does that pass? No.
I see all. But anyways, the two of you go up there, and Flea, you concentrate on the voice of nature. And you start listening in every direction around you, and when you face closer in towards the surrounding forest, you begin hearing a buzz, very faint. And you start heading in that direction, and as you walk closer, the buzzing gets just a little louder, then a little louder. And after the two of you travel for about 25 minutes or so, the buzzing in your head stops, but now you're hearing it nearby. As you look over, at the bottom of one of these trees appears to be a beehive. Very active beehive.
I kind of tap Ridge and point.
All right. We might want to hide in some kind of way in case they do put two and two together. And like Ridge will kind of hide behind, like, for the furthest tree within range.
Within 30 feet? Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Around the...
Um.
Now, here's the question. What type of container are you getting the honey?
What are the herbalism, glass herbalism jars that I have?
Very good.
Great. Someone who's remembering things.
Flea has a lot of things.
He does have a lot of things.
But
I was
there
wondering
were-
which mason jar.
He's acquired a lot of things.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that were somebody else's things.
Fine. Nobody was using them. Anyways,
That's right.
Not
You-
anymore.
you place the jar onto the ground. Ridge, I would like you to roll me... Are you proficient in sleight of hand?
No.
Okay. Roll me a... God, what is your spell modifier spell casting ability? Is that intelligence? Wisdom?
I want to say charisma.
I think he's charisma from what I've been putting together.
I don't know what he is. That's a good question.
Haha.
Should we close our ears?
I just love it if someone just went on their headset.
Oh wait, sorry.
Oh, that's you operating my character. I was like, wait, what?
Speak into people's minds.
It's your dexterity.
Yeah.
It's my dexterity?
It's your dexterity, yeah.
For a Cyrogue, yeah, it's there's
Wait. Did you... Sleight of hand or mage hand, is that coming from your magic initiate or from your psionic
I
bullshit?
believe that is magic initiate.
Okay, then that is intelligence.
But I think I got it from sorcerer.
Well, let's look at the other spells you have and figure that out. Fairy Fire, Silent Image. Sounds pretty wizardy to me. Minor Illusion, Mage Hand.
Yeah, that's all sorcerer.
Oh, and it's wizard. Okay, yeah, fuck it. Go with charisma then.
and Bard. Thank you.
Well, bards have everything, you know.
Exactly.
He does not strike
the
me as
best.
bardy, though. You know,
I haven't started singing.
he does not strike me as bardy.
I don't know. The sheaths with no swords.
Give me a charisma check, please.
Charisma check.
Yeah, if he was a bard, he'd have swords without sheaths.
That's true.
Oh my.
Is that because he's searching for some?
All right, so I think we're at 3, 2, and 1. Got it. Okay. Damn. 12.
12. Okay. Your mage hand goes over towards the hive, and you start sending it around the hive, feeling around, and you see bees are already coming out trying to stab it, but mage hand. Then it goes down to the bottom and slides up. Then it pulls out and just drops a whole bunch of honey attached to a comb into the jar. Goes back. Does the same thing. And you fill the jar with a sizable comb and a lot of honey.
All right. Mission accomplished.
While they're gone, I will make sure there's no one close by with my eagle, a hawk, and I'll play my flute quietly before they went in the cave.
Have your companion please roll me a perception check.
Perception.
Cool.
I don't like that smile, DM.
It is definitely watching. But yeah.
Quietly, I said.
After only about 40 minutes or so, Ridge and Flea, who's holding the jar? Because it's covered in honey now. Like, it is covered in it.
Ridge will continue using Mage Hand, but that... I don't know if I want to teach her. You forgot the homework here. We have to retrieve the honey. Do the bees follow the jar?
Yeah. That's what I was wondering.
Ridge is just gonna back up. Wow.
Maintaining distance.
Probably not that far, because they don't.
Eventually, they'll give up. Maybe.
Roll me a wisdom save, Ridge.
Oh no. I'm not good at those.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay.
Very nice.
You are more persistent than they are, and they give up halfway back to your little cave.
I say in B, bye.
The bees reply, "Dicks."
There's a conga line of bees walking back to the hole.
I think I've seen this Pixar movie.
I'm pretty sure it's been a thing.
What if bees had feelings? That's right. Anyways. Gray, you hear the opening up top of the tiny little grass spotting, and the two of them come down here, and the jar that is just drenched and dripping with honey being held by the mage hand is just brought over to you.
No.
Oh, perfect. Thank you.
Not
Your
a
hands
problem.
are immediately just...
I like how you actually got that pretty good there.
I'm gonna cast it now before we even start into all this. I'm doing Tiny Hut, so if something does happen, I'm at least protected within a bubble.
The earth collapses around you. I have my bubble.
Now, how do we
and if
escape?
something decides to come in, like protecting the one inside the dome.
I thought you were gonna cast Tiny Hut to keep Gray away from you. Like, nah,
Like,
not
no.
doing
No,
it.
All right, now we just gotta snip. No, just
Tiny Hut.
I look for a bone that Forrest can bite down on.
I've got a leather strap.
Do we have
you could tie the
prestidigitation,
bone down
please?
with that.
I have a small piece. Like, I can cut a small piece off and be like, here, this won't damage your teeth.
You're carrying a gag with you. I'll allow it. Oh,
Questioning why.
Well, considering the other things this player has had with her.
yeah.
Player,
gag
not,
on that
not
bone.
this character.
But anyway, yeah.
No, I mean, it would make sense, though. Like, just having pieces of leather and...
Yeah, who would want to listen to people on the battlefield cry? Fucking shut them up.
Like,
Yeah, when it's go time, I'll put the strap between his teeth and hold him down.
So, First off, Gray, while they were out, can you please roll me an herbalism check utilizing wisdom to process the moss properly into some type of smearing agent?
22.
No problem at all. You process the entire bucket of it. Now, you are going to have to keep it, I'm sorry for the phrasing that's about to come, lubricated the whole time, as this moss will
Moist.
dry out. I was deliberately trying to avoid that word this time, but sure. Moist. Anyways,
Schmear.
you have to keep it lubricated so that it doesn't dry too quickly and so that all of the natural elements to it stays living. Which means you're going to need a steady flow of water. Luckily, you have create water and you need containers to put it in, but yeah. Because you're not carrying 3 large, kegs of water with you right now, or just kegs. Like, you have containers that'll fit it? What do you have for us? Because vials are one thing, but, like, kegs, that's a whole nother thing.
I have my... I guess I only have... I only have my water container.
Yeah.
But what we could do is, when Flea gets back, we could at least move out the dirt a bit. I'm trying to see what would work.
I'm looking at you guys for creativity.
Does anyone else have a shield?
Could I clean the ground that we would put the water on?
You would have to dig a hole inside of it.
Right, but right. Does anyone have move earth?
Yeah,
So
but he's not there yet.
Or a shovel.
Have you not noticed how lazy Flea is? Like,
Oh, I
Ridge
know
carried the
Flea.
honey.
But I like, Dar, do you
I
have
have
a
it.
shovel?
I have
have
a
it.
shovel.
I have a shield.
Mundane items are still good, guys. Yes, you can dig a hole. Somebody can dig the hole. Gray is processing the moss. Dar is
Dar.
keeping watch.
I guess I'll try and dig a hole.
Go ahead and give me a survival check with disadvantage.
Yep.
He gets guidance.
Wait,
Whoa.
disadvantage.
Yup. Hey, nice. You are really motivated to not fucking die, and you just keep, while lying in your one little area with the shovel, just shove and then throw it, and shove and then just throw it. You
would
find a
Dar just
perfect
gets
rhythm.
a smack of it on the
I'm
side
just
of his
imagining-
face.
We could obviously help the injured person do this, but we're all just standing going, wow, look at him go.
Well, the two of you are out right now. Gray is working and Dar's keeping watch. So he's
okay.
And then can I use prestidigitation to help clean the area a bit?
Yeah.
Just
Flea and
So-
Ridge get back as you see Forrest is just prestidigitating a little hole right next to where he is. Smooths out the earth. Flea, you know this soil would just absorb it, so you can easily just mold earth and make it solid.
Awesome.
Forrest.
Brother, let me
At
Let
this
me,
point, Forrest, you are exceptionally exhausted now.
I dug a hole.
yeah, brother, it looks like you're you dug a big hole. Let me fix this. Let me help you out. And then I'll
Wait, I didn't dig it right? It's just digging.
Well, you did, but sometimes, when you do something, you just keep digging and digging, and it doesn't always go right. So yeah, it's fine.
True.
Rest.
Okay.
Pretty sure there's a life lesson there somewhere.
Go to sleep and dream of fiery things blowing up.
I don't want fire in my mind right now, but thank you.
Anyways, yes, Gray, I would like you to remove, let's say, 1 first-level spell slot for your Create Water. Easy enough. And that can be your hydration station.
Cool.
All right. So they came back with the jar of honey. You have the moss properly processed. You're going to have to reinvigorate the moss every about 6 hours or so with more water. Just like fill up the bucket with it, and it should be fine. And now that you have the honey, well, this is actually the easy part. That alchemy, anybody? Alchemist supplies, anybody?
I think I just have herbalism. Nope, no.
All right.
Jewelers.
That does not help. Okay, Gray. You're gonna have to try to herbalism with Flea if you would like to assist as well.
I'm just trying to help and like saying like 2 or 3 words and just gets put back down. Flea probably.
So you have to find a way to harden the honey and then create a heat source that can quickly burn it and combine with the water in order to create a vapor that can be breathed in by forest. So.
We can use Flea's gonna use his tinderbox, mess kit, and hooded lantern to make a poor man's meth type.
You've seen Forrest do this a dozen times. I'll allow it.
I can cast Magnify Gravity and help compress it.
That
But
would
yes.
work.
I mean, technically. So yes, I would like a check. Either both of you roll or one of you rolls at advantage. Alchemist supplies utilizing intelligence. Not alchemist. Herbalism utilizing intelligence.
Oh,
Flea, you want advantage?
sure. I'll take advantage.
As intelligence is dead on the floor.
Hey, Rich is here.
Okay. Herbalism. I need to go in and change to intelligence. All right, here we go.
All right. Yeah, both of you are not smart. It's great.
Oops, sorry. I didn't mean to hit that. I was trying to change it back to wisdom for later.
Fine. 22 is good. 22 is damn good. So, you end up taking the honey and doing this churning thing with it with a couple of large sticks over a bucket, where you kind of like knead it up and down while there's a consistent flame underneath it, evaporating most of the liquid inside of the honey until it becomes a sheet of solid wax. After you have that, you end up breaking it, placing it inside of the hooded lantern that you had to turn upside down, put all of the water into where the oil usually goes, and then mix a little bit of oil with that and turn it right side back up. When you ignite it, the flames and the water evaporates into the wax itself, and then the wax will slowly evaporate and merge with that, and you just need to keep it within like a couple of feet of forest. And yeah, I mean, you have enough to supply him with a full day worth of that wax. With only one jar, that's all you could really muster. But that's like a full day cycle of him just breathing it in.
Yeah. I will put it about a foot above his head. And well, that way he can't knock it over.
Yeah, I'm just
I just
imagining him
picture
like,
the bones.
ow! What's the bottom say? Flea, what's the bottom say?
The what?
You just said I just imagined something on the bottom.
Oh yeah, like foot above the head. I was just picturing like the skeleton foot above his head from all the bones.
You know what? We'll do it. It's holding it in place.
What do you guys stab the leg in the ground as like a representation of what mine should look like, with the foot just holding the thing above there?
Like,
I think it would
alright.
work better with a hand so that I could hold it. Like just
It's like a vision board, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
It's recycling, guys. That's all. Don't worry, this is not some ancient burial ground or anything like that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, don't worry. There's no desecration here. Anyways, you place it like that.
Mm-hmm.
And Forrest, after about 5 minutes of this vapor going into your face, you find yourself coughing hysterically. And it hurts. It hurts so fucking much. And then about 10 minutes after that, it actually becomes easier to breathe. That's good.
You should probably just fucking get on this leg, huh?
I would recommend not putting weight on it.
Forrest, con save, please.
Are we doing the leg? Is that what the con save is?
No.
Not yet.
Oh no.
Can I use my game advantage to
If you want to.
just make it straight? Make it a straight roll?
If you want
whatever.
to,
I'm just
that's
doing.
your
I'm
call.
just doing it. I'm just doing a regular thing at disadvantage,
Sure,
whatever.
yeah.
Ooh!
11.
I would have
No,
used
no,
the.
it was at.
Oh, at disadvantage.
Yeah. About 5 minutes into breathing properly, you're out. You're asleep.
Yeah.
It's your first time in a couple of days being able to sleep with minimal pain. You're out. Light. Gone.
Mm.
Which is great. He's easier to work on when he's unconscious.
Yeah. Flea, will you? And she hands him the strap of leather between his teeth so he doesn't break them.
Yeah. And I'll put it there. So it's there, and then I'll take a little piece of cloth and then tie his jaw a little bit so he can't go up and. Yeah.
For some reason, I just thought about Little Rascals. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was thinking about Sherlock for some reason.
I'm thinking about
Oh.
D&D.
Yeah. It's okay. It's okay, brother. We've got you. You saved me once, and we're gonna save you. It's gonna turn out. And I'm just gonna stay at his head.
Now, Gray, now that he's unconscious, much easier to work on.
Right.
In your herbalism kit, because of the particular herbalist that you are, you have specific drugs that allow people not to feel specific parts of their bodies. For reasons, of course.
Mhm.
So, you take out a nice little ointment, cut his pant leg all the way up, and...
Oh, my good pants.
It's fine, it can get mended.
I have a really good surgeon stitch. I can.
I have mending.
So, and then you dip one of your knives into it and just cut a circle right above his knee. Everybody else notices he bleeds from that circle. But then she takes the liquid and pours it over top and then seals it back up. Forrest, you cannot feel your left leg for the next 10 hours. Go ahead, Gray. Give me your medicine check at advantage now because of all of the preparation and everything else you guys are doing here.
Can I do guidance or this, or is it a sustained?
It's a sustained check, but you can guidance it because you're not concentrating on any spells right now.
Alrighty. So we're adding 2 to it, and medicine at advantage. 24.
Okay.
26.
26. Yeah.
26, that's right. He's like, that's my leg. You add that guidance.
All right, Gray, I'm going to message you something.
Okay.
Good secret.
It was nice knowing you, Forrest.
Does she notice that Forrest's bones are actually the size of a halfling inside his body? No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god. Wait a second, he's being piloted by...
He's piloted by a little halfling inside. Just
I told you we were brothers.
okay. Now, Gray. It's difficult working without the full extent of all of your tools. But if you work slowly during this process, you should be fine. By the way, that sedative you have, or that numbing agent you have, you only have enough for one more use on you. It's super expensive and rare. You actually have to get it back from out in the desert. Specific Scorpion has it.
Yeah. So, Forrest is owner.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, that shit's like stupid expensive. I mean, you feel nothing. You're going to suffer a level of exhaustion, Gray, because you're going to be working all through the night. You only have 10 hours with this, and if you waste more of that stuff on this, that would be so fucking much money. But Forrest, in the morning, you wake up feeling very relaxed. Flea beside you still. The vapor still rolling into your head. Your chest seems to have loosened enough that the plate fell back into its proper position, and you're wrapped up again to bind it, just to let it heal naturally in that spot. And you feel absolutely no pain in your left leg. Remove one level of exhaustion. And speaking of which, you don't feel your left leg.
Poking my leg a little bit, like not hard, just like seeing if I can feel.
And Gray's cleaning up her instruments. It's an anesthetic. It'll wear off.
Forrest, your leg it's rough. I mean, you have a whole lot of scars across it. Like, aside from the one of where the bone actually went through your leg.
Yeah.
All of them seem to be stitched up, wrapped up, and has a little bit more of that moss over top of it. Like, and there's just a constant little bit of moss being applied to you by her. But yeah, you can't feel shit below your knee, or like your knee or lower, like at all. But you do have a new cut of round on top of your knee. Roll me an insight check, Forrest.
Did she take something out? Disadvantage. Shit.
You don't know.
7.
Yeah, 7.
The paranoia in your mind, is this your leg? Did she replace your leg?
I'm looking around. I thought
Doctor.
you were against. I thought. Great, you're against necromancy. Why would you put somebody else's leg on mine?
I didn't. And she points to the one that's laying next to you. That's the old crusty one.
Oh, thank God. All right.
I needed to see the way the shapes fit.
Whatever you use, this shit is crazy. Good thing I didn't get into it by accident. Because if I drank that...
Yeah, there's...
Actually, that makes me think of a poison that could be used.
It's a scorpion's poison, actually.
Oh.
Yeah.
From home. I've had that for 4 years now.
You could use it, and what if you could, like, fake sleeping with it? Like, make somebody seem like they're dead, but they're not.
I can do that without poison.
Yeah, but... sorry, it's just nice to have these thoughts. All I've been thinking about is, like, God, why does my leg hurt, and why does my chest hurt? And it's just nice to think about other things.
So yes. Gray, be sure to add your vial of Forrest's tibia fragments to your character sheet.
Oh yeah,
You
I
took
took out
out-
jar.
you took out every single. Well, the jar only had a few of them in there because he's not great at it. You took out every single bone fragment from inside of his leg and set the bone properly. Now, you did have to do a little bit of your magical finagling, which you're not positive it'll work or not, but in order to regrow the bones themselves, you put bits of clay inside. Sterilized, of course, wrapped in the moss as well, which shouldn't be harmful to him at all, and you infused it with your magic. So, for what he was missing has been replaced with clay, because you need the fragments for it to heal properly. But, only time to tell if that'll work or not.
If not, it's harmless, but...
Yeah, if anything, he'll walk with like a slight, he just leans to the left a little further. That's all.
The good
The
old
pip
lich
walk.
one.
You might need a cane. Ooh, you could get a cane.
Ooh, a battle cane.
Just like Corby.
I can't get this out of my head. Doctor, I can't feel my legs. I know. I amputated your arms.
And I think on that glorious high note, we can go ahead and go on break, everybody. We'll be right back.
Nice.
Hello, and welcome everybody out there in YouTube and D&D land. I hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Before we jump into the action, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy this content. If you are interested in supporting our community a little bit further, please consider becoming a member here on our channel. Or you can become a member of our Patreon and get set up inside of our community, hang out with us, and potentially join in on any of the games that we have multiple open slots for right now. So everybody, how about we get into the action? That is a good question. Dar, are you awake?
Yeah.
Good. We have to check now. Just it's fine. Just we have to check. Anyways, where last we left off, the party had awoken the first night with Forrest, who overslept a good bit, and decided that you are all going to dig a tunnel, dig a tunnel. And then as soon as you had that successfully done, you wanted to work on him out here in the wild as best as you possibly can. And with all of the preparations and all of the gathering of supplies that you could, you did manage to alleviate the pressure in his chest so that his chest plate, I keep calling it the chest plate because that's how the breastplate settles back in while digging out all of the shards of bone that shattered inside of his leg and mending it back together. Though he is far from 100%, he is alive, doing better, able to take more than just a shallow breath at a time, and recovering. So, everybody, you all watch as Forrest kind of leans forward, and it's mostly stiffness pain, a little bit of other pain in your chest, but you can function.
I think it'd be good for me to move around a little bit today. Not anything crazy, but can I get out of this hole, please?
And you probably need a bath.
We're out in the middle of nowhere. How would I bathe?
There's
Maybe Miss Gray can, or maybe Dar can. He seems knowledgeable. Maybe he can give you a sponge bath.
I can create water and put it in my shield for you. It's at least better than nothing.
Let's go for a walk first, brother. And
Yeah.
I will cast Pass Without a Trace and take Forrest for. We're not going far, but just a walk around the whole
Alright.
hole in the forest with the
Aw.
forest.
You're taking him for a walk.
Here, Forrest.
Put a leash on him.
I mean, you still have the gas.
Look at the bone.
Oh, no. But anyways.
I'm
It
going
takes-
to tell Flea something while we're on the walk.
All right. It does take a tremendous amount of effort for you to get out of the hole. It was at a slanted angle, and the entire place is only 5 feet tall. But with the assistance of others, you are brought up, handed a large stick for you to put all of your weight of your left side onto as you walk.
I'm going to just walk with Flea a bit. And about halfway through, I'm going to... Can I just sit against this tree for a second, Flea?
Yes, please, Phil. Please rest if you need.
Thanks. I'm going to kind of... Not all the way down, but kind of like lean against it so all the pressure's off. Oh, just... We share pretty much everything, so I'll just tell you this. To get the information I was going for, I had to do some stuff. Isaiah, I think, wanted to fuck with me a bit
Oh,
and tempt, like, some stuff. For me to get the information from him eventually, he requested that I drink his blood. He didn't say
I see.
then. He didn't say right then, but he said he wouldn't do it till I did it. But I did it right there.
Yeah.
Not enough that would actually do anything to me. Well, I would assume, like, put me into the effect of turning me, but clearly it did something to me.
I assume you used your best judgment, and I trust your judgment.
It was probably a dumb call, but I really wanted that information.
I probably would have done the same.
Yeah. But hey, maybe we'll find info on where that relic was from. I asked some information on that.
Yeah, that'd be. I'm sure no matter what happens, that your judgment was good and the right thing will happen, and we'll get the information we need.
I think it'd be good too. You can learn more about what the gift you have now.
It'd be most helpful. And
Yeah.
I appreciate you telling me, brother. I knew something. I just didn't know what, so thank you.
Gray will probably freak out, so don't tell her.
Yeah, I won't say anything, and don't be hard on yourself. I would have done the same.
Okay. I'll kind of pat him on the head as I kind of like get back on my stick and start going back.
So, after stretching and walking around for a bit, Forrest, you're still hurt, clearly, but at least putting any amount of pressure on your leg does not immediately cause a piercing pain to spike through your entire body. That's a huge amount of progress.
Good. That's progress.
Air doesn't hurt to breathe. Oh, wonderful. Yeah. Do you guys want to fast track a couple of days, do anything, or what?
Yeah, and I think going back into the hole, we can put Forrest on a shield and tie a rope onto the shield and kind of slide him down.
Ow, ow.
Tie the rope to the shield, push the shield, don't hold the rope.
So tie the Forrest to the shield.
Find a hill.
I thought you said you forgave me.
Tie the shield to the rope, push the Forrest.
I'm totally cool with just fast tracking.
Yep.
Guys, good?
Yep.
Alrighty.
The only thing I will say is that Gray seems like, I don't know, just like the first time you ever do something like that, like you get like some, like really shook up over it. Like, holy shit, this is something I just did. She seems a little like not at her best, kind of like, holy fuck, I can't, like, just dealing with the ramifications of what she now feels that she's capable of doing. She's
First
more used to
time.
working with death than life.
Force a
First.
problem. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're fine.
No, go ahead. I
was Ridge. If Ridge does see this, he'll just. I mean, is it showing or is it sort of just internal?
It'll probably show. She can't lie for shit.
Ridge will kind of just come over and just casually. First time you done something like that?
I usually work on the dead. My gift has always been utilized towards them. Healing on this kind of level, working within a living body.
Is it a good feeling?
I want to say yes, but at the same time, it's opened up another realm of what's possible for me, and I don't know as much with that as I do elsewhere.
Well, it's a good kicking off point. Wasn't exactly the easiest looking operation I've ever seen. Fella didn't just scrape his knee. Not sure fella had a knee.
Oh, there were things that made it easier. But no, there was a lot of delicacy that I had to use, and if I wasn't able to put it back together, I may have had to amputate, and
You were going to have to take my leg, says from across the hole.
Puts that in the jar.
there's only a very small chance of that. And
Well, shouldn't feel too bad even if that does happen. Wasn't exactly uncommon where I'm from. Yeah, it's, they learn to live. I've even seen contests between peg legs.
Despite the fact of what might have had to have happened, you did good. And I do appreciate it. You're not going to get that up much from me. I'm just going to say that right now. But
Gray, that is by far the nicest thing he has ever said to you.
You did good, kid.
You should look into maybe expanding what you can do back in Alona. Maybe like a naturalistic thing, less on the we'll hear you through our god, and more on the medicinal side. Take the things from your people. And use it for this. Hell, there might be a lot more money in it too. Long he can build things nicer and not use all the shitty wood that he does to build the interior of our home.
I don't know. The dead are easier to work with.
I'm just saying, think about it. And I lay down.
I do gotta agree with her. Like, the dead don't complain.
Oh, so have you cast Speak with Dead before?
I mean, they do complain, but all I have to do is put them underground and it's done. So
over the next couple of days, testing your boundaries as best as you can, Forrest, I would like you to roll me a d20.
That is a cocked roll.
Yeah, it keeps doing that.
Give me 1 second.
All right, cool. I'll tell him when he gets back. In the meantime, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Mystery. The suspense.
Yeah. Well, he rolled maybe a 5, maybe an 18. I mean, looking at it, like, it's...
The kittens were jumping against my door. So it sounded like someone banged on my door. I was like, what the hell?
So I have a funny bird story. Last week, a bird flew headfirst into my blackout windows. I saw its faceplant in the window on the other side. I am
Did he
multiple
make it?
stories up. Oh, I didn't even check. It was just so fucking hilarious because that's how I woke up.
Oh, jeez.
And I'm like, what type of stupid bird do you have to be to fly into a blackout window? Blacked out. There's no resemblance to outside. It has a black curtain over it. Yeah. Birds are the dumbest fucking animals on the earth.
So, one of them got out while we had a ceiling fan on
Oh no.
and got bonked. And he got bonked into a black speaker, and white dust went puh. So he had like a perfect outline. And the other best time one I've ever had, they were on the ceiling fan. It was turned off, and they'd been out for a little bit, and I came and I sat down, and we had a glass coffee table, and I looked down, and there's a splatter print from where one of them had fallen and landed on the glass coffee table.
That is priceless.
And you could see individual crest feathers. He hit so hard. They're special.
I'm sorry. Natural selection at its finest. Anyways. 2 days go past. Forrest. You're gonna have to get some insoles put in your shoe. For only a couple of centimeters. You're off balance by only that amount. But you can walk mostly okay. Your levels of exhaustion do recede as you can receive continual treatment over 3 days of well resting.
Oh, thank God. They're gone.
I love low levels, guys. It's so much fun. You actually have to think about how you're going to do things. Fireball doesn't solve all your problems.
It's funny coming from somebody in fireball distance.
Now, had he casted Fireball underground in a 10-foot room, it would have solved all our problems. Like,
Yeah, true.
Nothing
He
would
would've
have
been
been our
gone.
problems anymore.
Yeah. Hey, new campaign, guys. Let's go.
4th level. I didn't stutter.
You guys don't know how often Grey gets whispered by her deity to just bury you.
Yeah, good point.
All the
Perfect
time.
perfect
All
opportunity.
the time.
You could have done it
Just-
so easily.
I'm not
just
worth it.
Just a pillow and just real quiet, and it's
My body's so toxic the earth wouldn't even want it.
valuable minerals in it.
There's nothing valuable. Keep going.
So yes. 3rd day. You all step out from your little hobbit hole. Stretching. Relaxing. Oh, you feel so much better. All of you. Being cooped up down inside the earth is not something any of you were built for, other than Flea. Flea's perfectly fine down there. He was relaxing. But now, everybody, you listen to the sounds of the forest. The
Which are no longer
beautiful-
screaming in pain.
I was about to
True.
say, just
The soft sounds, relaxing tunes of the forest. God damn it. You hear the birds beginning to become activated with life. The babbling of a brook not very far away. And you all are welcome to enter back out into Comorta to continue with your mission.
Oh my god, this sounds so amazing. Turning this up.
Oh, dude, I sleep to this shit. It's so good.
Oh my god.
This is my jam.
So do we know where in the netted formation we need to go?
I don't know. The answer I received was that there's an ancient place inside of the netted formation. Well, not ancient, but original. It was a place that the first new settlers would have been drawn to.
That's what we're going on currently.
Yes, it's somewhere there. I can ask again later for more clarification on where.
Here's the thing, Spaulding would have information on it, would it not? Now, granted, from the people we've met prior, the Spaulding, the one that I've interacted with, all he talked about was that formation, so where they've placed it, I don't think would be near an original place upon the netted formation. I don't want us to just traverse up into the mountains to find it and hope it's there.
That's fair.
Chances are Spaulding may have information, but they may have that information, like, not easily accessible.
Perhaps someone who seems to have more. How do I say this nicely? Connections, experience than Spaulding. Roadster might weirdly have some of the answers here.
Well, I mean, my brother has far better ideas than I do, but I don't know how wise it would be to go back to Spaulding and Roadster at this juncture.
It's just occurring to me now that you might have been just talking about Spaulding the place, not Spaulding the person.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, no, I meant the place. Yeah.
Oh well.
Yep.
That's fair in character. Like.
Yeah. Forrest would only know about the place because he's studied a decent amount of Comorta.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know the person because fuck that guy.
Yeah, because I dealt with him once.
He looked like he wanted to eat your brother. Like, not in the
Yeah.
fun way. Just baby back ribs.
Delicious.
Give me a moment. And,
There is a... Sorry, go ahead.
And she's gonna go over to the pile of bones and start the ritual with them. And in return for giving them directly, she's gonna ask for more clarification on what or where we should be looking.
Are you casting Commune?
I don't have commune yet, but it would be a prayer like we did in Valen.
Well, in order to do that, you need a ritual. Are you burying these bones here?
Yes.
Okay. You all watch as Gray picks up the piles and piles and piles of bones and starts putting them down inside of your guys' little hobbit hole. then walks back out with a massive rope, tugs a few times, and collapses the entire little area you carved out. Kneels down. Roll me a D100. Nice.
Good
Auto
job.
success.
I don't get it.
69 is always a
69 is
success.
always
69 is always a success.
Is that really a thing?
yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Oh, I
of
didn't know
course. Of course. My game, of course it is.
that.
Gray. And everybody else. You begin to experience that same thing you all experienced in Valen previously. Aside from Ridge, the air becomes thick, heavy. You begin tasting dirt in your mouth, almost like you're breathing and exhaling. And Gray, your offering seems to have been so good for some reason that for the first time since you first found out about your heritage, you hear him speak. What is it, child?
I need to know specifically what I'm looking for in the netted formation and where to find it.
Everyone else notices the loose dirt around Gray begins circling around her in the air. Wish to save that child.
Yes. For now.
This formation, it was conjured by an ancient group of druids to capture something horrific in this land. They sealed themselves. One of them wore a brooch that would never let them stay down. Whenever they suffered harm, they'd heal, so long as they did not die before they had a breath to take. The West Side Formation. You must tunnel underneath to get inside. Now, if you find any more of these remains of those druids, bring them to me. And then you all watch as the dirt immediately collapses around Gray.
I guess that was a response.
Do we all hear that, or was that only Gray?
Only Gray. Everybody else heard the sounds of grinding bits of dirt against one another, but Gray understands.
starting.
We need
all right?
we need to be on the western side of the formation.
Forrest gets out the map.
Every
That he
wise
has.
person in the party can look at
Mhm.
that one.
Yep.
It's hollow.
Hollow.
It's
Just thinking of
It's the netted formation is a net keeping something inside, and what we're looking for belonged to the people that created it.
Okay, so the formation is just something made, not by like magical means,
Yes.
or by okay. What's down there?
Something very, very dangerous. We'll want to go in quietly.
Well, if it's in there, it's probably asleep. Or if it's trapped in there, it could be more than just containing it. It could just be like down there and like nothing to speak of. But
I saw it live. The kitten just broke you.
Meow.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can hear my dog whining in the background. I'm sorry.
It's fine.
it's
It's
okay.
fine. Doggos are good.
Okay. Doggo is very good. Doggo is
We
being
talk
currently
shit on-
teased.
We talk shit on birds, but we love doggos.
Speaking of birds, I apologize for the comments right now. That is my Curse of Strahd group coming to roll in chaos.
Oh no, that's perfectly fine. That's fine. Just Ogun's allowed to ban if he sees fit. And that's why I made the facepalm emote to begin with. Anyways.
That's a secret signal. Ban, ban, ban.
Continue.
He could be sleeping. I don't know.
well, we know where we have to go, and this is what we want to do. So, that was weird. Gonna put that out there. We're probably all thinking it.
I
So
did not want to
is-
broach the subject.
Yeah. I just thought I'd say it. That was weird. And didn't. I
So
just
is-
realized.
So is having your chest explode outward.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, don't gods make people feel good when they're around? Because that made me feel like I was being buried and dead. So,
It's on the god, I guess.
Depends on the god.
Sure, the god of sunshine and rainbows makes you feel like sunshine and rainbows, but the god of mild discomfort, I bet, lives up to his name.
He's
You
the
don't
god
know.
of decay and consumption.
Power of
Yeah,
thought.
that's roundabout what I just said.
There was a point in my life that death was the only thing I knew, and death was the only thing I wanted to have part of my life. That's when he found me.
No, I guess that's a good thing, because then you found us, and so things happen for a reason sometimes.
Yeah.
And there are benefits to having an arrangement.
True. So we need to go under the formation. Luckily, we have our own dig squad. Pats Flea on the head.
Yeah, we can get under there. And
Thank you. I was getting ready.
I do have some self-control every once in a while.
I'm surprised considering how tired you are. Like, that's...
So yes, should we? You can guide us. You can lead the way, or you think we know?
I will do that. And I'll take the map and I will guidance myself as I figure out where we need to go.
Don't worry, brother. I'll carry you.
Roll me a survival check.
I mean, okay. Thanks, Flea.
15.
For reasons, you keep looking at the map. Although the ocean is right beside you, the west formation is closest to the ocean. And you see it. It's taller than the other two as well. But you keep looking at that map, just in case. As you're all just walking directly towards it. No problem.
I'm actually... Oh, sorry. I'm going to turn into a horse to carry Forrest so that his bones can continue to heal.
Okay. Can I make a suggestion because Flea is fairly wise? A goat.
Sure.
Because a horse without a saddle would fucking destroy him.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, we can do a dire goat or whatever.
Yeah. Just goats are more fluid in their movement, whereas a horse jaunts you with its movement. That would,
Fuzzy tractor. Be a bear.
I mean, nothing will fuck with you if
Dire
you're just riding
kangaroo.
a bear.
I can
can
put
just
a
sit in
dire
the pouch.
kangaroo and
I can
put him
just sit in the pouch.
Fireball.
Pull a moose.
Just imagining the Mushu moment from Mulan. Just climbs up a tree with Forrest on his back.
True.
So, you all continue in that general direction. Now, it is your call if you wish to walk strictly through the forest or if you want to take the traveled path. The path does cross by Avaloa.
My vote's Forest.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want me to decide, that's fine.
I can push you off that goat.
Please don't. I'm hurt.
I don't think she cares.
I'll just put some more magic into you and put you back up on there and then push you off again.
Please don't.
Clerics are
Inflict wounds.
wonderful.
Oops, wrong magic.
Clerics are wonderful at torture tactics, guys. Same with paladins. No, you're not going to die yet.
You die whenever I say you can die.
Smack. Heal with one.
Yeah.
Do you want to keep doing this again?
Lucifon was proficient in that. It was... But anyways. As you're moving through the forest, everybody. It's once again, relaxing music time. You know, good stuff. Feels nice. As you are moving, of course, I would like one of you to roll me a perception check to keep watch. Not you, Gray, because you are the one navigating. Dare.
I guess I could
There you
ahead
go.
and do it. Yeah. All right, and perception. Oh, please! Oh, thank God.
14,
I was
not
really
bad.
worried that was it'd be the second one.
As you're moving through Ridge, the funniest thing, cutting through the forest, you start seeing footprints leaving the area that you are entering towards. Boots, specifically.
A series of them, or just one set?
Various sizes.
Do they seem to follow the same uniform, or are they
Same
different
general
styles?
directions, but it's not like a marching formation, if that's what you're asking.
More so like the shape of the prints. Obviously, the
Oh.
size is gonna be different, but does it look more uniform or various?
Roll me a survival check to discern
Yeah.
that.
Haha, I'm also terrible at those. I am also terrible at those.
Most
Ridge.
likely a cat in a boot.
Wait, boots and cats, and boots and cats, and boots and cats, and boot. Okay.
Actually, you're fairly certain it was a puss in boots.
I had two options I could go with. I went with the boots and cats.
See, this campaign is like an onion. Anyways,
No, not again. No.
these appear
There
to
are
be
layers.
boots of various different people, various different weights. You can't really pick up anything about the type of
Yeah.
people walking with them boots, but
Okay.
they are certainly walking.
They were made for walking.
Damn it.
That was the third one. I was ready for it. Yeah. I'll point this out to the rest of the party. Seems like we're not the first people to come by.
This is in the direction of travel that we're going, right? And how long have we been going for now?
I'd say about 5 or 6 hours.
Okay. Well, there's a chance we might run into the road that's between Avaloa and the city to its southwest. So maybe it's hunters or people that go into the woods. But
Maybe?
Is this relatively close to Avaloa? Like, how far out is it?
About 3 or 4 miles. You're walking diagonally past it. You originally were heading north around to like skirt around to get to Spalding, but now you're heading back this direction. So after 5 hours of travel, you're 3, 4, maybe 5 miles outside of it diagonally.
Okay. We might want to proceed with caution at the very least. Dar, you have a friendly little beast that could look ahead, right?
Sure.
Might be a good idea at this point.
Go ahead and have your hawk roll a perception check. Keep in mind, hawks have advantage on perception checks that rely on sight.
mm-hmm.
Let's see, hawk. Perception.
Moonen's just sitting on the top of Flea's head, just now and then looks around. He's not for perceiving things. He's for comfort and
It's your
friendship.
emotional support, Raven.
Yep.
Anyways, 15. Dar, you can speak with your familiar, correct?
Yeah.
Flies back over down towards you after looking for about 20 minutes or so. There's a encampment up ahead. Bunch of people, large rocks.
Dar turns to the others and repeats it.
The people or large rocks, or they're around large rocks?
The bird looks at you, Dar, like, is he a fucking idiot? Hawks are sassy.
Especially Talon. This wave. The rocks are large.
It's probably an easily defensible position.
Maybe a diplomatic approach, or just try to skirt around even further.
Well, I'd say that trying to skirt around them and stealthing around would be... I don't know if we really can. I don't know how big this is, but if it's up against the rocks, it's going to start getting backed up to the mountain, probably. So...
Talon will translate to you, Dar. It's not up against the mountain. It just has a lot of large rocks nearby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll pass that along.
Well, maybe they know a bit more about this area than we do. I don't.
Yeah.
Hush, hush you.
Oh yeah, Dar can understand you. Oh no. He reckons the bestial.
If we had the... oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I'd say my vote's let's just keep going. And if they try something, we'll handle it.
I agree. It's better to say hello, show we mean no harm, than to be caught trying to sneak by.
Yeah.
And I get the feeling you're not really made for much sneaking right now.
No. I don't sneak. So
Well,
I'd say let's just walk through, be amicable. I'm not really trying to draw much attention. So
yeah. Just some travelers coming on through with our poor injured friend riding a goat.
yep.
So,
Yeah.
yeah?
Nothing, we're good.
Okay. You all continue traveling. About an hour before dusk, you all see the sun falling on the horizon, descending downwards, and on the side of the ocean, as it does. The fall descends in the west in this world. Ridge and Dar, the two of you start noticing, or sorry, not Dar. Gray has the really good passive. Ridge and Gray, the two of you start noticing some traps nearby. Ridge, to you, it makes sense, a group of hunters, they'd have traps. Hunters use traps to trap things. Gray, however, these traps are made for humanoid-shaped individuals.
I think that we might not be dealing with diplomatically open people.
What
Those
makes
are
you say that?
Those are made for people.
That's disconcerting.
You had mentioned that in Avaloa he had workers for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oh, shit.
Could those be meant for us?
No, I think they're meant to catch people, and these might be people that do some seedier things.
I don't know if every employee of his is a willing employee.
Exactly what I'm thinking.
His cook seemed fine enough.
Gray.
No one would.
Go ahead.
No one would put someone to the death and be a willing worker.
Gray,
Hmm.
up ahead of you, about 40 or so feet away, inside of a tiny little nook in a tree, is a perfectly camouflaged individual holding 2 short swords that are also camouflaged in the tree, looking at all of you, then looks down over at the tiny little rope trap that, by your assumption, if you step in it, would sling you upside down. And he keeps looking at you, looking at the trap, and looking at everybody else. Nobody else seems to notice him, though.
Anyways, as I was saying, these are probably
Bonus action. Casting spiritual weapon.
God damn it, your sheet is back to doing this.
Hang on,
Okay.
I hit the thing. Let me try it again. Yep, it's doing it again.
Yeah. I saw it earlier, and I thought, give me a second. I'm gonna fix this shit.
Meanwhile, while you're fixing that, Gerald gave me another role-playing idea. If anyone wants to roll a pair of kobolds named Nook and Cranny, let me know.
Oh my god. Hey, Nook, I think this would be a really good idea. Shut up, Cranny. We're not doing that.
What spell were you casting, Gray?
Spiritual weapon.
Okay.
How far away?
About 40 feet or so.
Okay.
There you go. Now it's reset. Go ahead and roll it
Yay.
yourself, though.
Okay.
No, but the DM touched it. It's blessed.
No, it's cursed.
Evidently.
Advantage, because they are certainly surprised.
Alrighty.
They are very well camouflaged.
God.
Nobody... You
What?
all watch as Gray raises her hand over towards one of the trees, and a large mallet? Femur?
It's the chakram.
Chakram.
Yeah.
A large chakram appears and slams against the tree as a tiny person nimbly dodges, tucks and rolls out of the way.
Lands in the trap.
Dodging forward, their foot springs the trap as they're about to go and throw their sword, and shit.
Huh. Well done, Gray.
Gray, this is a
Managed to do
goblin
that?
folk.
Gar pulls a arrow on him.
And he immediately starts swinging the short swords at you wildly. Completely upside down.
there's-
Drop the swords, or I drop you.
Listen to what he's saying. You make
It
it.
looks at you very close.
Is there anything I could shoot on him that wouldn't go through him?
He's actually wearing a pair of boots that look too big for him.
Wait a minute.
Would you like to? You could shoot like the toe of the boot. The boots are way too big for this guy.
Sure, I'll why not?
All right, give me an attack roll. Just know if you roll a natural 1, you have to re-roll to see if you hit him.
Let's see, longbow.
Gala, 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 gala. It shoots right through the top of the foot. Do any of you speak Goblin? I love it. Gala, 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 gala. And it starts like
Flying,
kicking the boot around.
dwarvish.
Common motherfucker. Do you speak it?
Gala.
I raise my hand to kind of mimicking a sword and toward him and throw it down to the ground.
Roll me an intimidation check.
Intimidation. I'll use advantage. Intimidate.
All right. We have to change the back. What'd you get?
I'm actually mad, Gray.
19. As you you mimic it dropping and it looks at all of you, releases and both of them fall.
How far is he off the ground?
About 5.5 feet, which is more than twice his height.
I'll go up, staying out of his range, and grab the swords and go back to where I was.
Yeah, and he swipes at you and then crosses his arms as now he's rotating.
He's the Thor from Ragnarok.
Yeah.
I will have the chakram follow right in front of his eyes. Do you speak common?
Yalla.
Clearly, he does not.
If I may, I will use my psychic whispers. I will go ahead and post that because apparently you do not have to share a language to understand each other.
All right, guys, let's just have a conversation here.
So I can be quite amicable.
Yeah, because why shouldn't rogues get the monk ability at 12th level?
I can't find the thing.
What do I have to do to get a bolo shot?
I'll just
commission
that.
one.
Yeah, okay.
Holy fuck nuggets. Okay.
Yeah, it's long. I know.
man.
Psychic
Oh, God.
whispers, you can establish a connection between yourself and others. Roll your die.
I will roll my die. What is
All
my
right.
die again? I think it's a D6 or D8.
D6.
It's a D6 right now. Okay.
And how many people are you connecting telepathically right now?
I believe it's to myself and 3 others. So me, Gray, since Dar is already intimidating Dar, and the Goblin.
All right. As you do that, you all begin hearing his surface thoughts. Yeah, these goddamn city folk always coming in here trying to fuck with us with all our shit. God damn it, I thought they were going to fall for it this time. Oh, why did I dodge forward? They always tell me not to dodge forward. I just had to dodge. What the hell are they saying anyways? Stupid little speech.
You might want to be a little bit nicer.
It looks over at you as you telepathically connect that and goes, "What the hell? Oh no. Oh no, they're back. Oh no, they're back. They're back. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Play
Whispers.
it off. Act cool."
And
Howdy.
as he's turning, this is the chakram following him as he's turning.
Yeah.
Do you want to lead, or do you want me to? How do you want to run this?
Lee and I can't talk, right?
Well, you can talk. It's just you can't communicate with it.
And I was looking
You can. We established this earlier, Forrest. You can tap me with our Morse code.
No, you and I know we can't meant to the goblin because we don't have.
Oh, to the goblin,
thing
yeah.
yet.
No, I'm a goat. I can't say shit, so I'm.
Mine connected. You can.
He's a bad guy.
We gotta have an official pun counter at some point.
We used to.
And then we hit
gave
10
up after
in the first
20.
episode.
Yeah.
And yeah.
But anyways, it looks at all of you. Wait, are you guys the ones talking in my head right now?
Yes.
No.
Baby.
No.
Howdy.
Okay, something else is talking in my head right now. I don't know what it is. Shut up, whoever you are, shut up. I'm dealing with these people.
What are those traps for? Nudge, nudge with the weapon.
To catch things.
People.
Some.
Mm-hmm. Who do you work for?
Boys, can you shut up? I'm really dealing with these people right now. I gotta figure out a way to escape.
Nudge, nudge.
It looks over at you and Ridge. You fucking liars. It's really bad at insight.
I'm gonna just think to him, maybe you can escape if you just start thinking about all your friends and where they might be located.
And who your boss is
Nervous
and why they
thoughts?
want you to catch people.
You immediately get a vision of a very large chieftain-style camp inside of his head. Yeah, he doesn't know what the fuck you guys are doing. It's just all surfaces. Like, large chieftain-style camp far away that had a bunch of wandering individuals coming out here after a fairly chubby-looking half-elf gave them some type of rock. And then about 40 of them came out here, and along the way, about 20 of those died. And then they seem to have set up a small camp nearby where they are destroying pieces of the rock that fell from the netted formation in order to bring it back to their village and trade away. Yeah, that's what he thinks about immediately. He goes, why would I do that?
No reason.
Because you want to be cooperative. Poke,
Yeah, I
poke.
didn't
Swings back and forth now.
Actually, I'm going to hook because it's a disc. I'm going to hook it on one foot and spin him around really fast. And hold it so like the rope's twisted.
Can I cast prestidigitation like he's in a car wash and clean all the camo off of him so he doesn't look cool anymore?
And as he's
His
spun up,
outfit is camo though, so now it's clean. But yeah, his makeup and all of that is now gone.
as he's spun up, I'm going to off his foot and just let it.
All right, roll me a d8.
See which way he's facing.
Which way he flies?
Oh, no.
2. 1, 2. All right, Dar and Gray, I need you both to give me dex saves.
Totally worth it.
Easy enough.
Damn.
15. Both of you leap out of the way as he goes, and slams headfirst into a tree. Can you roll me 3d6?
I can certainly do that.
Reaction, cast Featherfall.
Oh, but that was such a good roll.
Well, the Featherfall stops him from taking the fall damage, but not the flung damage.
Okay. I don't want him to die.
The head
I'm
snaps
taking
against
pity
the tree and falls to the ground, unconscious.
Spare the dying.
God.
Healing spell.
Dar walks over and ties him up.
With the rope that he was just slung from. Easy enough.
Can I control how much healing I put into someone? So could I put like a point?
Only paladins have that option.
Damn.
Yours is a burst. Paladins get to go boop.
Damn.
But he's spared. He'll probably be okay. Dar, roll me a survival check. See how well you can, tie him up.
Survival.
You should be pretty damn good at this. Yeah. Dirty 20. Yeah, no problem. You take the rope. It's already around his one leg. You just wrap it around the other one. Then you hog tie his wrists back to his leg as well. And you slip it on up, and it's no problem. You even have like a little handle grip where you could like carry him like a purse right now.
I flip him on his side and dump some water in his face to wake him up. Hello.
Good morning.
You all hear his surface thoughts, even though he's pretending to be asleep. All right, if I act like I'm dead, they won't need me. That's the way it works, right? Yeah. All right, cool.
Doing a
I can
crappy job.
still sense the life in you.
City folk.
I could take it easily. So you might want to cooperate.
Hey, why you being so rude to me? I didn't do nothing to you. God, I really hate these city folk. They're always just trying to flex on us and kill us. Rude.
You have trap set up for people.
Yeah. People are dangerous. You ever met one?
Originally gonna go. He's not wrong.
What's it to
Yeah.
you? Are you one of the other clans coming through here trying to capture all of the stones and take them from us? Ours. We made the deal.
I think we're done with being stoned for a couple days. Forrest, I think, needs to recover from the last one.
Or
Don't worry
What is
about it.
Forrest doing? Is he still on my back, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just on your back, just kind of like,
All
As
just
the-
staring at him.
I have nothing
the
to
three
do.
of you are just judging him so much.
I have nothing to
Why?
do.
You know what?
Sorry.
Since you're one of the clans that are around here, we're looking to get to the west side of the formation without running into anyone or running into any traps. You think you can do that, or should I toss your worthless body down the side of this mountain?
Oh, I can absolutely get you there. Probably.
Insight.
You
Yeah,
hear
I'm
his
going
surface
to.
thoughts. You hear his surface thoughts. He literally said probably. Like he can't lie to you when you're in his head. Like
Oh,
it's
good point. Yeah.
unless he knows that you're in his head and that this works like this.
You doing all this for protection?
Yeah. Other people have been trying to come through here, take our rocks. We found them. Fair square. We found them. They're our rocks. We're gonna sell them to the pretty elf.
Pretty elf.
Yeah. And he gets that vision of that slightly chubby half elf.
Spalding was not a half elf, correct?
No, human. Very
Okay.
vile, disgusting human.
Would I know who this person is?
Roll me a history. Let's find out. Actually, Forrest and oh no, they're not in his mind. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm just petting Flea over here on the side as I'm sitting above him. Just
Yeah, it's really nice. You know, soft fur. Soft fur.
All right, history check.
Yeah, you're good at this one.
I am.
yeah.
Hey, all right. Always ask the cleric to do intelligence checks. It works.
Right?
Okay. So, 23. The individual does strike you as familiar, actually. Someone you've seen inside of the inner ring in Alona before. Though you've never had any particular interactions with them. You've seen him coming and going from the Asmodeus ward quite often.
So no name, but he comes and goes from Asmodeus ward.
Yeah, quite often. Like, whenever you do your, early walkabouts to get food and all of that, get supplies, you would see him, even multiple times a day, leaving, entering, leaving, entering. Over the past, 3 or 4 years.
Okay. Asmodeus person, this Asmodeus probably follower. Something to do with the stones. Interesting. And
What kind of stones, anyways?
It's the stone from the big mountain.
it's used in decor.
What the hell is
So,
that?
more decorative than powerful.
Yeah.
Magical. Okay.
What? This guy said he needs it for us. Magic.
Secret magic.
Hey, it's from the top of the mountain.
Only knew people that could do magic.
Forest.
What?
The stones from the top of the mountain. What magical properties do they have?
Arcana check.
Depends on the makeup of the material. Depending on what it is. I mean, you said there was something buried below it, so could be getting properties from that.
Oof.
14. Chrono shift.
Hey, roll again. Yeah. You can do things now.
27.
Hey, that's a lot better. Okay, so Forrest, there's 3 things to consider with all of this. You were right about everything you just thought about. If it has natural magic from whatever source is nearby, magic flows through osmosis very easily from one object to another just by being in close proximity or by being inside of it, things like that. That's usually a very common thing. The peak of mountains, if it was made of a proper mineral composition, you imagine could even entrap moonlight, and as you know, moonlight is very powerful magic that arcanists don't very commonly gain access to. Mostly people who are more natural casters can use it, but a good enough arcanist who gained access to it could do more natural casting.
Are the netted formations the tallest peaks in Comorta that we know of, like in this very like used area, like the more lived area?
That you know of.
Yeah, they're like in this general, like
Yes.
like what we've actually moved into this. So these
What Forrest
mountains-
is aware of in Comorta.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think. Part of me thinks Spalding might just be saying, "Don't look here, don't go on this," because they're utilizing what's up there. And when stuff falls down, why pay somebody expensive money when they can hire? Puts a hand towards him, the goblin on the ground. Go beat up some rocks and let them sell it.
Right. But what kind of magic can it do?
Anything. It can be very high level magic. You see, once things start, properties are allowed to move throughout the world, and the rocks start building it up as it gets higher and higher. It's capturing magical essence from above as well, encasing it within the actual stones of itself. And he kind of goes on and on.
And Gray's just like,
I'm feeling better.
and goes back to the gnome.
Oh yes, almost
Goblin.
that disgusting goblin. No, goblins are cute. Gnomes are disgusting.
Yeah, I hate killing goblins because I actually like goblins.
Yeah, they're cool as shit.
I always like get them confused because the G.
That is. But anyways, the goblin
Ridge.
looks. Wait, all of you work for Spalding?
No.
Oh,
We
good.
know of him.
Yeah, we ain't want nothing to do with Spalding.
I like him already.
So is this a side hustle from the main goings on with the rock collecting from Spalding?
What? It authentically is repeating in its head. What?
He doesn't know.
So
Side hustle.
Spalding has an official rock collection.
Yeah.
Right?
And it kind of like gestures at the whole mountain.
This is my rock collection. Just points.
There's
Sorry. He's very
Spalding
stupid.
has an official team to collect rocks.
Yeah. They're over on the north side. That's why
Right.
we came down here.
And you're not official, right?
No. It's thinking to itself, what the fuck makes you official?
Get a little badge.
Oh, I have buttons.
Would you be in trouble if Spalding found out you were taking rocks?
No, of course not. We have its permission. Yes, we'd die.
So you're only setting these traps for dangerous folk, not those who would say be passing through, who might still want to be unnoticed by certain what's the nice way of saying an asshole?
Butt cheek.
Yeah. Who might not want certain butt cheeks to find out that we're in the area.
That just sounds inappropriate. I don't like that conversation.
We're coming for that booty. How about you go ahead and take us where we won't be noticed by anyone and we won't run into any traps.
All right. It starts trying to like caterpillar roll an inch away.
You're not gonna
Ugh!
just lead us into more traps, are you?
Because you're going
No.
head first.
How did they know? Oh shit! I shouldn't do that.
Listen, we're not doing any trouble. We really don't even want any rocks, I assume.
These guys are really good at what they're doing. Yeah, it's no problem. I won't do that.
You know, honestly, actually getting our hands on some of these rocks would be really kind of cool too. He's like been talking still.
We'll get them from the inside.
And like you know, they could potentially be used in summoning.
I'm just imagining Forrest has just been talking for a while, and then he like looks around. He's like, "Oh, everybody already left."
So,
Even-
and that is string
Flea.
theory. Just
Yep.
Guys, I've discovered modern science in the fantasy. And you're gone.
Pulls a whiteboard out of nowhere and starts.
I have minor illusion.
I'm an artificer. Just
That's not allowed in this world.
yeah, not yet. No. But anyways,
Yes.
you all. Yeah, I mean it's a new world. I don't give you guys access to all that shit immediately. Give it time.
True.
Figure it out. Anyways, you all gather up and carry your little sling-kept gobbo, heading over. Are you? He does ask like, hey, so are we going through our encampment? I mean, if you need, I know you can talk to me, but we do have our chieftain over there. Well, acting chieftain. He's not really the chieftain. He's just acting here.
Is it y'all gonna be friendly or not really too kindly to visitors? I understand either way. It's a dangerous world.
Well, we're not too kind to prisoners, but you know, I had a thing with his son once, so he might kind of like me still. Then he thinks in his head, yeah, he always wanted us to be together. Yeah, it'll be okay. Probably wants me safe, I hope.
Well, if you're offering hospitality, that's fine. Like I said, we mean no trouble.
The hell are your guys' name?
Ridge.
He gets incomprehensible garbage from Gray.
Just static.
It's like a mix of celestial and infernal.
Right. My name's Oki.
Nice to meet you. Sorry we had to meet in such, a trying way, but
Yeah.
I think we can put that behind us, right?
I'm just picturing you carrying him by the handle, and he's just dangling while we're walking. He's like, "Sorry about this. That's all right.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Not a big
Like,
deal, really. I understand."
Yeah, I
No,
mean,
I
I'm
think
surprised
it'd
I'm
be
not
rather-
dead yet. Yeah.
I think it'd be rather rude to show up to his home, with him in binds. I mean,
No, it's perfectly appropriate.
Wait, we're going to his home?
I believe he wants
Speak
to.
common?
It
Do
blinks
you?
at you. Do I what?
Was that surface thought or was that
Yeah, that was surface thoughts. Do I what?
Do you speak common?
Yeah, I speak all the time. Then it starts speaking in Goblin.
All right, not the
Common for
language
him.
that we were speaking before we
Your common
Sorry,
isn't the
communicate.
world's common.
Yeah, exactly. Yep. He's speaking his common. Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's referred to other than common.
Oh wait. Du hast mich one. Draconic, anybody?
Oh yeah,
Hey,
yeah,
dude,
I
but-
got it. No, I got it. Yep.
Flea, do you know Draconic?
Yeah, Forrest and I do.
Okay. It just said, yeah, what about this one?
Yeah, this works.
Alright, cool.
So now everybody can finally communicate.
It's nice I can talk to you now.
Yeah, you were running your lips for a while there. You seemed to think it was important.
Oh no, I was just talking about stuff.
Thank
Why'd
you
your
for
friends
the
ignore you
operative
like that?
Their minds can't comprehend what I'm talking about.
Sounds rude.
It is what it is.
How does this come through with the psychic link and then the
Yeah.
Just-
So now all of you understand, because he's speaking Draconic while thinking before he speaks. Hey, he's pretty intelligent. He thinks before he speaks.
better than me.
Yeah.
So let me guess, you're not supposed to be taking any of these rocks, are you?
Me? No,
Yeah.
I'm not one of the lugs.
No. I just meant your group, not you specifically. Don't take
Oh,
this
yeah,
so
we-
literal.
Yeah, we were told to pick them up. That's what we're gonna get paid for.
Yeah, well, we had a job to go get some too, but through Spalding.
Oh yeah, no, we don't like him.
Hmm.
Emphasis on head. Wait, damn it! I don't speak Draconic. Ah!
No, like because of the psychic link and the
Oh, so it's
Draconic,
just connected to
all
everybody.
of
Okay,
you got it. Yeah.
excellent. Yeah, emphasis on a head. We hold our own disdain.
Hey, what was your name, by the way?
Ogie.
Ogie. How's it going?
Yeah.
Forrest.
He's just hanging.
Ogie, do you want to be out of that?
In all honesty, I'm getting a real nice stretch in my back right now. I'm not gonna complain about it.
Okay.
Also, I was
alright.
squatting for so long. This actually is not that bad.
Here,
If you
1 second. And she's gonna take the rope and like twist it at a certain angle and is gonna like do a chiropractic back crack.
Medicine check.
read my mind, I was about to do the same thing.
Keep in mind, he's at 1 hit point, guys.
10.
All right, you don't kill him, but you all hear a very loud crack.
It's gonna feel better tomorrow.
Deep breaths. Deep breaths.
Gray, I'm sorry, but you're the only one. You hear the very faintest, tiniest fart for about 5 or 6 seconds leave him.
It's just
Double that
released
too.
everything in his body.
What was the quote from Sherlock Holmes' Game of Shadows? What do you see? Everything. It's my curse. It's just great.
Yeah, when you have a passive like this. Yeah.
Hey, I don't know if you've ever been readjusted, but that literally happens to me every time. Just sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry.
I'm going to it. I need to.
Oh, it's beautiful. But yeah, if we go over there, you guys can talk to our acting chieftain, and yeah, he might be able to, like, you know, haggle for my life or something. Prefer not to die, personally.
We're not haggling. Like, we're not trying to kill you or something. We're just trying
Okay,
to walk-
immediately he went, all right, how do I escape? Oh, okay. We're not haggling.
We're not haggling. There are no negotiations.
Ah. By the way, I really like your goat. Is it for sale?
Yes.
How dare you speak of my brother that way?
He's a little loopy. We don't want to talk about it.
And Gray's just walking along, like, and then he's just swinging.
Yeah, he
And-
just like keeps looking at the goat when he's in the front area, and in the back one he's looking at Forrest. Just
Ridge in common to Forest is just gonna go. This could make us a quick buck. Just let you know.
Yeah.
well, I mean,
Old
it's good eating.
Cicerone.
Good eating. I don't think I understand the euphemism, brother.
In common, never mind.
Yeah.
But But anyways,
Not for sale.
as you're walking with him, you all do come across a fairly sizable encampment out here. There is roughly about 20 different goblinoids, most of which are the small goblins, but there appears to be about 6 or 7 hobgoblins, much larger with long looming arms, and about 2 orcs here as well. And they all seem to be working in unison with one another. And as you're coming up, and yeah, Dar?
Dar hangs back and it turns invisible when they're about to. Yeah.
All right. Roll me your stealth check with advantage. But anyways, as you're moving closer, a few of the goblins just stop and look over at you all, and a couple of the orcs begin coming up. And although he is now speaking back again in Goblin, you all who are mentally connected to him still hears, "Hey guys, try not to shoot or kill them. They kind of let me live even after I almost killed them. It was a heated fight. Barely even walked away with both of our lives intact. That was a tough one. Hey, can you go get the chieftain for us?" Then he smiles back at you guys. "Don't worry, you'll be fine."
Jesus Christ.
Thanks for putting
Do we-
in the good word.
Do we understand anything the other people are saying, or they're all speaking in Goblin?
They all speak Goblin initially, but then you hear one of the hobgoblins walking over, and this one has a very large straw hat over its head that has like fraying bits on the edge and little tiny nuts connected all the way around in a circle as it walks up. "Guys, give us Oogie back."
Yes, we're bringing Ogie back.
"Hey, how you doing, Chief?" Pats him on the head and hands him off to other goblins that are now untying him. "Spared his life, thank you. If you're working with Spaulding..." He picks up a very large, crude axe and just...
There's just a look of disgust that passes over Gray's face that is unmistakable.
Not
Ooh, 19. "Oh, you don't work for Spaulding." It drops it down to the ground and holds onto the hilt.
Yeah, once you've had dinner with a man, you kind of cut your contracts.
"Tried to eat you."
You know, there was that fear for a minute.
"Nice goat." Walks over and squats in front of you, Flea, and in perfect goat... "Hello, little fella, how are you?" Scratches your head.
I'm good, and this is my brother Forrest on my back.
"Oh, your brother Forrest on your back. It's good to have your back covered, fella. It's real good."
Yes.
Dar, you hear all of this as well, as he's just scratching your head. "You're a smart little guy, aren't you?"
Well, my brother's he's much smarter than I am, but
Right.
I try to learn from him what I can.
"Hey, don't discredit yourself. You're a very wise little goat. Good guy." Stands up and pats him on the head. "That's a good goat."
It is. He is the best goat, badger, mouse.
Bug.
Yeah.
He's a good bug, too.
"He seems to think you're his brother, so you might want to treat him with a little more respect."
Well, he is my brother.
He immediately wraps his arm around your shoulder. "I like this guy. So, why'd you guys come here? Did we upset you with the traps? Sorry, it's just safety precaution."
We kind of figured. Just wanted a little insurance.
"Yeah.
We were worried that you were humans in the trade of slavery. That was all.
What? No. We just kill him."
I guess that's probably a better fate, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Freedom is one of the greatest joys we have. That's why we never join any cities.
Yeah.
Or
It has
it
nothing to
sticks
do
in
with
the mud.
you as goblins and hobgoblins.
Why
but,
would it?
It wouldn't.
You being racist?
I'm not. I'm trying to say I'm not being. But that just makes me be.
If you
He
Right.
leans
have to-
forward. "How many goblin friends do you have back at home, huh?"
I'm actually married to a goblin, so I can't possibly know.
Deception.
No, I'm kidding. That was out of
If you preface something with "I'm trying not to be racist," it's going to be racist.
Listen, okay. Do
I
I talk to
this as
do
an
I talk to
Abaku-
many? Do I say this very often to anyone? No. Okay.
He's just glaring down at you.
Whatever.
He might still be feeling the residuals of the honey cocaine.
I'm gonna go look at the rocks.
All right, so you like stumble off of your brother, and like the hobgoblin like assist you a little bit more. Like, I have a massive hand, so here, little baby, stand up. Like,
Oh, thank you.
you just keep scritching your brother. Anyways, you can look, but you can't have any. They're ours. We're selling them.
That's
What about trade?
Got money?
I have better.
Better than bacon?
Credits will do fine.
I have troll moss.
Fuck yeah. And just like walks with you over there. The rest of the goblins and orcs, they seem to be watching you all much more defensively than this guy is. He seems more loosey-goosey with things. And he'll full fist one rock and lift it, struggling with his arm, and place it down in front of you. Of course, just for perspective, his hand is about twice the size of Andre the Giant's.
Oh, Jesus, okay. Yeah,
That big of a rock. Just
interesting.
Does need help carrying that?
Ignoring. I'll hand him troll moss. One of my troll mosses. I just pull out the one. Just one.
You pull out one? Okay.
Yeah, give him some troll moss.
It's troll moss.
It grows in
Pretty fresh.
unspeakable places.
Do you know how it
On
works?
trolls.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm good.
We've had running in with trolls before.
I had a feeling you probably don't like them.
What? No, I mean, sometimes they're all right. Depends if they want to go kill all of our bunnies.
Well, they tried to eat a bunch of our people's sheep and stuff. So.
Well, yeah, sheep are free roaming, but our bunnies they're our companions. We don't let anybody eat.
I see. Well, I appreciate the deal. Trade works better.
Hey, do you need this broken for you, or is that gonna be okay?
Do you mind? I have jeweler's tools. I don't know what that'll do, but.
Oh yeah, no problem. And he holds his hand out. One of the ogres or orcs comes over with a pickaxe and just smashes
Jesus.
it. And then he like reaches down and just like splits the other half with his arms. Yeah, there you go.
Fucking God. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no worries.
He
walks back over to all of you guys. He looks really fucking weak.
Yeah.
An astute observation.
And he's still healing.
Oogie looks over and goes, "Bada-ba. And you all in the head understand, they actually want me to take him over to the formation. Where are you going to pay Oogie if he takes you to the formation?
What would a guide normally be paid?
Roll me a survival check.
Survival check. 7.
You think probably like 15 gold given the situation?
I haven't dealt with many guides lately, but perhaps 15, 16 gold, especially given the trouble he
16.
did.
Sounds good.
He put up a fight. It's a strong one. Promote him.
He looks back at Oogie. Thumb up.
Oogie said, "I got your back."
Yeah. Very good. He'll 16 gold. You can leave 6 with us and pay him the other 10 when he succeeds.
Fair enough. And this will be the safe way, correct? Like, not running any more traps or anything like that. I assume he's a good guide.
Oogie's a wily folk. He doesn't much do in the way of danger if he can help.
Good way to go through life.
He's also taken. Don't get any ideas.
I
Great.
have my heart
Tries-
set on another. Don't you worry.
Tries not to make a face.
He looks over at you. Not me, my son.
No, it's. He did so much damage to our team here that I couldn't imagine being romantically involved.
Good. Anyway,
this is chaos.
well, if you guys want to camp here for the night, it's almost dark time. You're welcome to.
That'd be appreciated if that's okay with everyone else. I'm just gonna look around.
Right.
That'd be alright.
Boris has
Can
his
I-
jeweler glasses on. Just like
I
looking
just realized.
like extreme nerd. Just like
Yes. Just realized I haven't done this. Can I insight him offering to have us camp out?
Sure, go for it.
Just realized I haven't done that. I probably should. All right, let's see what we got.
13.
Damn it. You know what? I'm using a psionic dice.
Ooh, go ahead, reroll.
So an extra 5, so 18.
18. He seems not too sure what to think about all of you. He likes your goat a lot. But he seems wary of you all. Like he wants to keep you close before he lets you leave with Oogie. Just in case. Then after that, he goes, yeah, just find a place far away from the rocks to set up. Then he goes over to you, Flea, and scratches your head. Oh, you're going to tell us if any of them do anything bad, right? Give me a charisma saving throw as a goat.
oh no.
Or don't I?
You keep your charisma.
Yeah.
I think no, I think
Whichever
Does it change-
side.
All
shall
of
I
your
keep my-
mental stats. You keep all of your mental stats.
sorry,
And
getting my
proficient.
character sheet.
Yeah, any skills you have. Keep those two.
Also, I did just realize, DM, it is actually a D8, so I will remember that from now on. 5th level,
Okay.
it goes up.
Okay.
I keep forgetting.
Charisma. I'll just have to do it this way.
Oh, sorry. It was actually supposed to be a wisdom. What's your modifier?
Wisdom would add 6.
Plus 6?
Hmm.
Still a fail.
Yep.
Alrighty. So for the next 24 hours, you are convinced this guy means you absolutely no harm. And you kind of really like him. You're charmed by him.
He casted Beast Bond.
Animal friendship.
Animal friendship.
Right now you're an animal, so it's...
Yep.
But the moment you come out of it, it ends. But yeah, he's like, you'll keep a close eye on all of them and make sure they don't try stealing or hurting nobody, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, thank you. That's so nice of you. Here, have some
He
wheat.
was going to say that anyway.
Yes. Listen, I like this circumstance. It's original. He offers you some fresh wheat. It's nice.
Yeah.
And I think this is a great place to end the session, y'all. When we come back next time, you guys are hopefully going to make it to the netted formation, and we will see what happens. Players, thank you all very much for playing. Viewers, thank you all very much for watching. Hope you all had a fantastic time. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye.